So today I got a little project where I want to sort out all of these trees to get them ready for putting on the sawmill and cutting into boards and timbers for projects this summer. So I'm going to try and sort out the aspens and the lodgepole and the Doug fir so they're easier to get to for whatever we're going to use them for. Let's go put our noses in the logs and we'll talk about what we're keeping, what we're gonna turn into firewood, what might be too rotten that we just need to get rid of. We'll go take a look, and so you can see that these logs got left on the ground last year, which was not good. You can see along this log that we've got a whole bunch of fungus and rot going on this tree, and this is the reason that we try and get them up off the ground and let air circulate on all sides so that they're not down in the moisture and the mud where they're going to get this fungus and mold and rot. This is still going to be a good tree. I just need to get it up and airing out and get it through the sawmill and turned into some boards as quick as possible. Over here I've got all the quaking aspen, and I'm going to set those aside. The quaking aspen is so soft. I'll put most of the quaking aspen into firewood, cut it up, split it up, stack it up, and it's not really even great firewood. It burns so quick like the cottonwood trees, but we've got it, we need it, we'll burn it up. Some of these others, I've got a bunch of smaller lodgepole sized trees, these here, that I'll make into fencing, some 3-rail fence. They're too small to really put on the sawmill and get any kind of good yield out of. I mean, I might be able to get a couple of 2x4s, but they'll make better fence rails than they will 2x4s. So I'll sort the smaller stuff out where I can get to it for fencing projects. Some of these larger pieces that I've got, these are going to make great boards. We'll get them up on the sawmill. Some of these big guys here, there's a lot of board footage in that, and we'll get it up on the sawmill and cut it up. So one of the things I like to do when I'm working on a project is, especially early spring, late fall, is sprinkle out some grass seed as I'm going. I find that it works better to kind of work it into the soil, and that I see a lot more grass come up when I do it. So I'm kind of mid-project here, and I'm going to go ahead and just sprinkle out some grass seed, and it'll get worked into the dirt as I'm moving stuff around. Most of the seed gets eaten up by the birds, but that gets buried and then mixed into the dirt, buried, whatever, it'll come up next couple of months, maybe, if things stay cool and we get enough rain, or it'll come up down the road. But instead of ending up with ugly brown spots around the place that don't have any grass, it's been a good thing just to sprinkle out a little grass seed and try and stay on top of things as we go along. So you can see this is just dry land pasture grass, and it's pretty hardy. I don't worry about having to make sure it gets a bunch of water in order to grow. It'll just kind of take off and grow with whatever moisture it gets. See if I can get the wind working for me and not against me.